I did not think that I would wake up to this morning. Um, Not that the passing of any celebrity necessarily isn't surprising to us. I think in the last couple months, the loss of Diane Keaton felt out in left field. Robert Redford and some of those people, but um, they died of to learn that somebody broke into Reiner's house and stabbed him and his wife to death is that's a lot. Um, and waking up and seeing uh, all the notifications that Rob Reiner and Michelle were murdered in their house, uh, I I don't even really know what to do with that. Um, it's I hope they catch the son of a bitch who did it. I um, Rob is whether you agree with his politics or not. If you're here for film, there's no way that you haven't seen a film of his that you didn't like. There's no way that he hasn't touched and altered the way that you watch cinema in some form, whether it was When Harry Met Sally, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, um, This is Spinal Tap, The American President, um, whether it was his work on All in the Family for so many years, which he's one of those people that started out as an actor first, like Ron Howard, and then made their foray behind the camera. Son of Carl Reiner, the great Carl Reiner. Rob has made such like a uh, a great lasting impact on Hollywood and on cinema and on film, that even if you disagree with him politically, this should shock you, appall you, and anger you. Um, a great director wasn't given the opportunity to go on their own, to go of natural causes, of to go for any other reason than that. He didn't do anything to deserve this. He was just living, and the fact that they killed his wife as well, Michelle, who I understand was a photographer, uh, is just fucking assholes, right? Um, and it kind of comes after like 24 hours of shit. There's a mass shooting at Brown University, and then there's a mass shooting at Bondi Beach in Australia, and then somebody breaks into the home of Rob Reiner and stabs him to death. And it's too much hate. It's too much bullshit for people to not care and to not do anything about it. I don't know. I American President for me is one of my favorite movies of all time. I used to kind of back in the day float around and say different movies. I just say Jurassic Park now because it's so much easier and I don't have to like explain myself. It's like one of those things when you say like a common movie that's your favorite movie and you're just like, what is your, I don't know, Citizen Kane. I just don't have to launch into a conversation about it. People don't go, oh, pray tell. But American President is like right up there for me. Um, and I love that movie. It's one of the movies that came around for me right about the time that I was starting to watch, based on my age range, when I was starting to transition away from kids' movies and cartoons and into more adult movies. more films aimed at not kids. And I've been charmed by American President ever since. And A Few Good Men was also at about that same time. That was in 1993. American President is 95. And those two films sort of really helped continue to propel me forward in my like of cinema. And then, yes, I went back and checked out his other films, like Stand By Me and When Harry Met Sally and This is Spinal Tap, which is brilliant. And we just got Spinal Tap 2 this year. Um, and I don't know. I don't have words. This is not, there's nothing to prepare for this. I don't know how anybody prepares anything for this. I don't know what other critics are doing or YouTubers or whatever. I'd hate to be the variety writer who's just sitting there and somebody's like, oh my God, you have to write this piece. And you look at it and you're like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I don't have anything prepared. I think when, people get to a certain age, they probably prepare some sort of because it gets out there pretty quickly. Those statements about the lasting career of somebody. There's probably, not to be, too dark here, but there's these varieties and Hollywood Reporters probably have one for Clint Eastwood. He's like 98 or 99. So they probably have their, long legacy looks ready, so they can just post and be the first one out there with an article that seems way too long for anybody to have written it in the amount of time. But I don't think anybody had this. I don't think this is not on anybody's watch. This is not somebody that anybody was planning for. So my heart is with the Reiner family for their loss, and I'm just shocked. I have nothing else for that. It's a terrible thing. I will probably explore his career in greater detail, but it reminded me of Phil Hartman, of waking up to that and being like, wait, what? And you're just like, what happened? And I don't know what the answer to this is, and I don't know what the solution is, and I don't know who did it. I don't know what their reasons were. There are no reasons for this. There's nothing that ever makes any sense. So we have to stop hate and violence. That's it. It's just that simple. That's what it is. It's, anyway, thanks. And see you guys on the other side.